your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Northcutt Field. It is another fun-filled Friday night of football. I am Gavin Thomas, and I am alongside my lovely wife, Anna Thomas. Anna, how's it going tonight?
What's up, Gavin? Long time no see.
Yes.
It is a beautiful Friday night. The weather's perfect. The rain held off. Let's get this football started.
Absolutely, and we've got HA kicking off to the Warhawks tonight. HA came out blazing this season, beating the Wicksburg Panthers last week, and they are looking to go up 2-0, hopefully beating the Warhawks tonight. And HA starts the game with an onside kick. It goes out of bounds, which means that flag will come out, and the Warhawks will start on the 40-yard line to start the game. The Warhawks are 0-1. They lost to Goshen their first game of the season. That was a non-conference game. So they are 0-1, and the HA Raiders are 1-0. And we look forward to seeing what HA and the Warhawks have tonight.
I think this is going to be a good season for HA.
Yes, HA is looking to have probably one of the best seasons they've had in a very long time. They were able to go to the playoffs last year, but they're looking to go back to the playoffs again this year. And the Warhawks, starting on the 45-yard line, drops back, passes, and that's an incomplete pass. That was good defense by HA there.
Going back to HA in their season, this is their coach's first year, I believe, and he's doing great. He spent that summer, had them boys in the weight room, watching film. It's going to be a good year for them.
Yeah, he's done a great job, and we're seeing it play out on the field. So the Warhawks set up at the 48-yard line, and quarterback is in shotgun. Number 4 is the quarterback. He keeps it, fakes it, keeps it, and goes down to pretty much no gain on the play. And a number 4 for the Warhawks, the starting quarterback, which is Omarion Pickney. So Omarion Pickney is the starting quarterback. We'll look to see what he has tonight. Anna, what is the main purpose of the quarterback on this football team?
Oh, really? Really? You're going to ask me that? It's to get the ball you're the leader of the team.
That's exactly right. That's what I was looking for. Quarterback of the team is the leader of the team, and so you look for your quarterback whenever you need a big play, and here it is. Looks like no gain. The HA Raiders stuffing for no gain.
I don't know if you'd call that a big play. Good defense. Don't let, just because I'm your wife, I know football.
This is true. So, the HA Raiders now have forced the Warhawks to punt the ball. They will be punting now from about the 48 where they started, and it looks like he's set up in the backfield. It's going to field this punt, and HA's got a punt returner in the backfield, or in the back. Oh, and it's blocked. HA blocks the punt, and the punt goes down to the 42-yard line. So HA will set up at around the 45-yard line for their first drive of the game.
I have to give it to the HA student section too. Their theme is Wipe Out the Warhawks, and let me tell you something. Every student is dressed in Hawaiian theme. They are truly here to wipe out the Warhawks.
Yeah, we talked a lot about the HA faithful last week as well. Cade Mitchell sets up at shotgun with the running back flag to his left, and Caden Mitchell takes the snap and goes long and hits his receiver for the A.J. Raider touchdown. First play of the game from their own 45-yard line. It goes for a touchdown for the Raiders by Will Wells. Will Wells goes for almost 60 yards for the touchdown. Caden Mitchell, what a great play by Caden Mitchell to get the ball to Will Wells on the outside, wide open for the touchdown. What do you think? And first play of the drive, of any drive for the HA Raiders, goes for a touchdown.
Kick is good. Lucius did a good job on that kick. I'm telling you, they rebuilt this summer. They meant they were coming out to play. They went to the playoffs last year, had a tough time with Montgomery Catholic, and they are here for revenge this year.
That's exactly right. I mean, they are playing no joke. They are playing some of the best football that I have seen from the Raiders in quite a long time. We are up 7. The HA Raiders are up 7-0 with 10 minutes left in the first quarter. And the HA Raiders will line up to kick the ball off to the Warhawks. We saw the Warhawks on their first possession of the game get pretty much stopped at the line. Didn't really get any yards at all. So we look for the HA Raiders to keep it up on defense. What can we see the Warhawks do on offense, Anna?
Their offensive line has really got to step up. HA looks a little bit bigger than the Warhawks, but size doesn't really matter. You can have speed, get around, and you got to get points on the board.
That's right. As they say, get around, get around. I get around.
You get around? You want to rephrase
I don't get around. The players get around. All right. Looks like the Warhawks will set up on close to the 20-yard line for their second drive of the game. And Anna, you alluded to it earlier. It's that offensive line that's having a hard time staying in front of that defensive line of the Raiders. They're big and they're ferocious.
That's right. They're here to win. They mean business, and you can see it. You can see it in their warm-ups, and that's where it starts. As a football player, especially in high school, if you don't care about your warm-ups when you're warming up, it's going to show on the field.
That's right. Now the Warriors line up in a trips formation, and the quarterback takes the ball, and he is running, and he's going to be stopped and maybe fumble the ball. Let's see what they call, Anna. It looks like they're going to call him down.
That stop was by Will Wells, number 10 for HA Raiders.
All right, the Warhawks, what a big play by number 4. We had just talked about the quarterback, number 4, Pickney. What a big play going down to the almost 30-yard line here, going knocking on the door now. That HA Raiders defense let him get through the hole there. Now the Warhawks are in a trips formation on each side, and that time the HA defense had something for number 4 as he ran up the middle.
Looks like that stop was by number 81, Camden Dyer.
Camden Dyer, what a great stop by Camden Dyer, form tackle. So far in the beginning of this game, we're seeing a lot of big plays. Big play by HA, and then that big play by the Warhawks.
The Warhawks are not giving up. They want it. You can tell.
All right, in shotgun formation, Pickney. He gets the ball. He's running around for his life. And he gets smoked.
Number 81 again.
By 81. Camden Dyer came in and laid a hammer on him.
He's 6'4", 187 pounds. You ain't getting past him.
You are right. Just like always. All right, the Warhawks now on second down.
That's a big boy. You got to think he's in high school and 6'4".
It's a lot of conditioning. All right, Pinckney lines up. It's going to be a penalty on the play. We'll wait to see what that penalty is. It looks like it may be on the Warhawks, and it is a 5-yard penalty on the Warhawks, and that will take them on back down to the 40-yard line. All right, Pinckney in the backfield alone. HA needs to look for the draw play. That's really the only play that's worked so far for the Warhawks. Let's see here, and another draw by number 4. Quarterback draw by Pinckney here. Goes for no gain. Good job, the HA Raider defense snuffing that out. You know, and I think eventually they're going to have to air the ball out. It's not going to be the run the whole entire game. I just don't think it's there.
They got time, though. This is only the first quarter. 7 minutes left of the first quarter. If their coach said that it was a rebuilding year, but surely they can make some adjustments. You got to make some adjustments to stay in the ball game.
That's exactly right. And the punt, and almost another block by HA, but the ball goes down to about the 18-yard line. And that's where HA will set up for their second offensive drive of the night.
We should be able to win
HA does have a solid offensive line. Number 75, number 58. 58's kind of tiny, but again, it don't matter if you're tiny. Muscle, strength.
It's not about the size, it's about the heart.
And the physicalness. Got to stop some guys. Oh, no.
Oh, and looks like there's a fumble on the play in the backfield. And HA is going to recover that fumble right there at the 50-yard line. So HA will keep possession of the ball, but they will be starting 5 yards back from where they started. And looks like we may have a...
Did you say 50-yard line?
No, I said the 15.
Oh, I thought you said 50. I was like, huh? I got to call you out on that one, Gavin. I'm sorry.
That's all right. Oh, HA hits him with a fake. Play action, and it looks like the Warhawks are going to get Caden Mitchell down to the ground for their first sack of the game.
That was number 77, Timothy Waller.
Timothy Waller did everything that he could to get the Caden Mitchell on the ground. He's not easy to bring down, but with a slew of Warhawks on him, he was able to bring them down. Now HA is behind the sticks on third down. It's third down and a lot. Look for HA to throw a nice long pass.
Watch 25 and 24 on the Warhawks. They can theirs.
All right, and the HA goes for the handoff, and looks like it goes for about, that is going to be close to the first down, but not quite. And we are going to see HA run the punt unit out. Quick shout out to the punter there. May or may not be our family, Lucius.
Number 19, Lucius Renshaw.
Lucius Renshaw sets up to punt the ball.
It's his first year on the football team.
Does a good job of receiving that. And it goes out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. We're back here at North Cut Field where HA is taking on the Warhawks, and the Warhawks have the ball at the 40-yard line.
on the other side.
Pinckney's in the backfield. He waits for the ball, hikes the ball, gives it to his running back, number 25, for no gain whatsoever. Maybe a couple of yards there for number 25. Going to help me with that name?
25 is not on this roster.
Awesome.
I'm so sorry.
Well, number 25 was a good run by number 25. Got a couple of yards there. We'll do some research and work to get that number for you. All right, Pickney in the backfield by himself, looks to throw the ball, and he does not have a lot of time. He goes around the corner to the left, and he meets some HA Raiders, and that is going to be a stop for nothing. Stop for no gain there. Pickney was running out of room on the left side and did not get anything on that play.
Pretty impressive that he did break through that hold from number 20, H.A. Reynolds. I don't know how you pronounce his first name. I'm sorry. I'm not even going to try and say that. But he did. He persevered, got through that, able to get a few yards on that play.
That's right. This is a big third down for the Warhawks here, trying to get this first down. It looks like we have a timeout on the field, and with 3:13 left to go, it is 7-0 Raiders. This is Scenic Sports Network. Warhawks starting on the 40-yard line with a third down play. Big third down here in the first quarter. And it looks like HA was blitzing on the play, and Pickney was not able to find his receiver there. So it looks like the Warhawks are going to have a decision. Are they going to go for it here, or are they going to punt it? What would you do in this situation, Anna?
You've got 3 quarters left. You punt it, regroup, come back out stronger. You have a whole second half of the game. You don't want to wear your guys out in the first quarter.
Yes, very good, very good. And the Warhawks decide to punt the ball, just like my wife said. And he boots it. It's a great punt. Goes down to, takes it to the 20-yard line, and we're stopping the play.
That was caught by number 10, Will Wells.
All right, well, it looks, yes, Will Wells did catch that, but it looks like maybe he, I believe there's a little bit of confusion on the field. I believe that the ref said that he called a fair catch, and it didn't look like the rest of the team agreed. But with that being said, the HA Raiders will start on the 30-yard line.
Unfortunately, high school does not have replay.
All right, we have a timeout on the field.
I think that's a good call. Both teams need to regroup. Not sure, number 36.
Okay, we don't have a timeout on the field. I'm sorry, there is a lot of confusion on the field, ladies and gentlemen. We will figure out what's going on, and we will let you know once we know. All right, as you see, the Warhawks getting ready to punt the ball. I guess we're just going to replay this play.
When did they start that?
We will.
When I was in school.
It's just like golf. You just get a redo. All right, so the Warhawks now punt the ball down to the better punt by the Warhawks. It's going to go out.
They knew not to kick it to number 10. He was ready.
That's right. Will Wells is one of the key players for HA. We saw him play an amazing game last week, and he is off to a great start tonight with that looked like about 60-yard touchdown in the beginning of the first quarter. It is 2:49 left in the game. It's 7-0 the Raiders, and they set up shop at the 35-yard line. And they hand it off. Oh, and the Warhawks are able to stop.
Stopped by Timothy Waller. Jeremiah Moore, number 77.
And on that running play for HA is Jeb Daughtry. We saw a lot of Jeb Daughtry last week. We're going to see a lot more of Jeb Daughtry tonight. All right, HA. Caden Mitchell is in the shotgun, and looks like a option play for at least 20 yards or more, and that goes down to the 50-yard line. Looks like Jeb Daughtry with that option run. Looks like we do have some laundry on the field, which alludes that there may be a holding on the play. Anytime that you have an option to the left or the right side, those wide receivers on those sides have to hold their men a little further, a little longer than expected, and you have a holding call. So that's a tough break for HA, since they had a great 25-yard pickup there.
Sounds like HA needs to wash their laundry and get it done. I see you rolling your eyes at me. You said laundry.
You're such a comedian.
Oh.
And Caden Mitchell with the play action. Looks like he's got his guy over here in the flat. Looks like he makes a miss and goes for another 30 to 40 yards down the field. That is Jeb Daughtry, ladies and gentlemen. Another great read by Caden Mitchell. That was that little play action rollout, and he found his man Jeb Daughtry on the outside for at least 20 to 30 yards.
They washed their laundry.
I suppose they did. It's looking their pants are looking quite white out there.
Hey, I'm just glad there's a breeze. It's a beautiful night.
It is a beautiful night for Friday night football. We've got the Dothan High Wolves also in action across the way. We are looking forward to seeing what they have in store this year. And looks like Jeb Daughtry again taking another carry for 15 yards. They are feeding Jeb Daughtry on this drive.
Impressed with the Warhawks. It took them a few minutes to get in action and get going, but they're here to play.
That's right. And Warhawks, on that first drive that HA had, HA went about 60 yards for a touchdown, and now they've held HA pretty well. And Jeb Daughtry gets the carry again, makes a couple of Warhawks miss, and now the last couple of Warhawks did not miss, and they were able to get him down to, looks like the HA 20-yard line.
Second 5.
All right, and a motion to the left. Here's Caden Mitchell with a throw into the end zone. Who's that? Number 15.
Number 15 is George Zeron.
George Zeron for the touchdown. HA Raiders are up 13-0, and they can make it 14 with this PAT. Your HA Raiders came out on that drive and went almost 70 yards down the field for that touchdown. Here's Lucius with the point after attempt, and it is good. So your HA Raiders are up 14-0 with 14 seconds left in the first quarter. This is Scenic Sports Network. Welcome back to Northcutt Field. We've got the HA Raiders and Warhawks now. The HA Raiders up 14-0, and they are kicking off to the Warhawks right before the quarter ends. A great kick by Lucius Renshaw goes into the end zone for a touchback that gives the Warhawks no chance of a return. All right, Anna, what would you like to see from the Warhawks in this possession right before the first quarter ends?
I think they just got to get through this quarter without letting HA overturn it. They obviously need some points on the board, but they're looking a little tired, and they still have 3 quarters left to play, 3 full quarters left to play. So they need to get through these next 14 seconds so they can have another timeout, little break.
All right, and the Warhawks take it, the running back takes it down to...
There's some laundry on the field, Gavin.
Well...
And it looks like
it's going to be on the Warhawks, and just when you thought the Warhawks was going to get some positive yardage on the play, they are going to kick themselves in the foot because they are going to go back 10 yards. Looks like, was it a holding call, Anna? All right, they're going to go back 10 yards. And we are still in the first quarter. It's 4 seconds left to go in the first quarter. The Warhawks in the shotgun formation. Pickney keeps the ball, goes up the middle for not a lot on the play. And that is the end of the first quarter. Your HA Raiders are winning this game 14-0.
Your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
How does the bank make you feel at home?
It's actually looking forward to going inside a bank again, where there's a unique feeling of hospitality that's hard to find today, anywhere. It's where they know my name and they know what I need. It's just different than any other bank. Oh, and they even know my favorite kind of cookie.
Yep, that's how.
Personal attention and unexpected hospitality from River Bank and Trust. Experience it.
Lewis Smith Supply is dedicated to offering a vast collection of fixtures, faucets, and accessories for your kitchen and bath. Make your dreams a reality. Step into the area's only Kohler Premier showroom or see Delta's Brizo collection for the latest trends in kitchen and bathroom designs. Lewis Smith Supply offers an extensive line of plumbing supplies for contractors or do-it-yourselfers. For more inspiration, come visit one of our showrooms in Dothan or Enterprise.
Your family's health is vitally important to all of us here at Center Drugs and Enterprise in Daleville.
We provide personal service and answers to your questions because you're our neighbors.
It's so easy to become overwhelmed by what you read, see, or hear, and that's why Center Drugs is here to make things clear for you
and to make things as easy as possible. So give us a call or come by and see us
at Center Drugs in Enterprise or in Daleville.
At Badcock Home Furniture and More, we're working hard this Labor Day to bring you big savings. So this year, everything's on sale. Right now, save an extra 15% on your entire purchase. Hurry in for huge deals on in-stock premium reclining sofas and matching recliners. Plus, save up to $1,700 on leather sectionals. Don't miss Labor Day savings that work for you, only at Badcock Home Furniture and More. Just right.
At Enterprise Paint and Industrial, we carry a full line of Benjamin Moore paints, along with automotive paints and accessories by Sherwin-Williams and ProSpray. You will find a great selection of power tools by Makita and many name brand air tools, accessories, woodworking equipment, and hardware. We are your factory authorized service center and full line repair shop for your electrical and air tools. Newly remodeled, locally owned and operated, Enterprise Paint and Industrial, more than a paint store.
We're back here at Northcutt Field, and the Warhawks have the ball. They snap it to Pickney. Pickney rolls out to his right. Looks like he had his man, and it went right through his hands. Great pass, just went right through the hands of his receiver. And we're looking to see if there's any laundry on the play, but I didn't see any. But they're talking like...
The ref wanted to throw one, but he didn't.
Well, it is what it is. All right, the Warhawks go back on back to the drawing board on this next play.
I'm very impressed with HA's defense. They are sniffing out, as you would say, every single play that the Warhawks have even tried to do.
Yeah, the defense played really well last week, and they just they've continued on this week and done a really good job. Looks like there is a penalty on the play.
There's some confusion in the press box by the coaches up here just as well as us.
All right, well, looks like they're going to walk that off for the Warhawks, and just bad luck for the Warhawks. Every time that they seem to get something going, then there's another penalty on them, so they're going to need to look to clean those penalties up in the second quarter. Looks like Pickney's in the backfield in shotgun formation with his running back flanked to his left, and his receiver falls down for a minute, gets back up and catches the ball. Number 10. That was a great catch for number 10.
Montez Hale, good catch and good
focus to fall down on that play and get back up and make the catch. Looks like it'll be 3rd and long for the Warhawks now. We'll look to see what Picnic will do on this 3rd and long play.
HA has done a really, really phenomenal job at tiring the Warhawks down.
All right, Pickney in the shotgun, takes the ball and looks to throw the ball to, and it's picked off by number 15. HA Raiders have picked it off, and he's running. He gets down to about the 10-yard line and gets smacked by one of the Warhawks. But what a great play by number 15.
George Zeron,
we've called his name a couple of times tonight, and he comes up with a huge play for the Raiders at the beginning of this second quarter, knocking on the door for the Raiders to score again, looking to go up 21-0. Yeah, and that's just, Pickney just didn't really have a lot of room to throw that ball. Kind of threw it into a triple coverage there. Caden Mitchell now takes the ball, and to himself, he wants to do it himself. Superman in the end zone. Caden Mitchell with the Superman in the end zone, and that is an HA Raider. Hold it. There is a flag on the play.
I don't think I will ever look at the flag the same. It will always be called laundry. I've never heard it until tonight called laundry.
Well, then, looks like HA is it's a holding call on HA, which will back them up 10 yards. Well, that negates that takes 7 off the board, ladies and gentlemen. Now HA will have the ball at the 15-yard line. Still knocking on the door, but not as close as they were. Let's see what Caden Mitchell and the Raiders do here on this play. And Caden Mitchell in shotgun with his running back flanked to his left. And Caden Mitchell hits his man, number 10, Will Wells, for the HA Raider touchdown. Wow. Well, Caden Mitchell did it the first time. They marked it back from a penalty, and then Will Wells, from Caden Mitchell to Will Wells connection. We're going to see that connection all year long, I believe. Now with Lucius up to kick our PAT, looking to put the Raiders up 21-0 with 10:09 left in the second quarter. And the point attempt is good from Lucius Renshaw. Man, wow. Talk
What
about
a drive from HA.
Talk about fireworks, Anna. What have you seen so far from these HA Raiders?
Awesome offense, awesome defense. They like I said at the beginning of the quarter of the game, the first quarter, they're here to play. It has a lot to do with the student section. This crowd is live for HA. They are. Last year was a rebuilding year for them, and they, like I said, they're back for revenge. I'm very impressed with this football coach, the head football coach, just how they're carrying themselves on the sidelines. You know, you see a lot of coaches nowadays yelling, mad, screaming at their players. I have not seen any of these coaches for HA get mad. I'm not saying they don't need to scream, because, you know, they do. But you don't see him losing his cool at all. Even when they were in the situation they were in the first quarter, when they got not overturned, but when they almost lost the ball. It didn't faze him, because he has faith in his team, and he knows they will come back.
Yep. And honestly, you know, the football team takes that same personality of the coach, and you can see it on the field the way they play.
You can. But not just the head coach, the offensive coach, the defensive coach.
Yep. Yeah, it's not just the head coach, it's the assistants as well. They're all on the same page. You can see that they've done a great job of being together and working together as a team, but also scheming. You know,
yes.
All their schemes and their play calling has been pretty much on point. And so the Warhawks now have the ball after that kickoff. Pickney comes back into the shotgun, starting at the 20-yard line. Pickney takes the snap. Looks like a running play.
There's a flag on the play.
Looks like there is a flag on the play, and I would think this is going to be on the Warhawks for holding, and that's a lot of holding penalties on the Warhawks there. Their coach is going to want to have a talk with them at halftime about all the holds. I would tell you this, Anna, one of the things that you mentioned is tiring this Warhawk team down. And one of the things that you look for when you see a tired team is holding calls, because it's a lazy move. And so you grab someone because you can't get in front of them. And so we'll look to see if that, comes to play in this game moving forward. That was a great running play there by the Warhawks. Looks like to pick up about 6 yards, but because of the holding call, they were already pushed back 10 yards and got a little, got the running back number 25.
A little shaken up.
A little shaken up on the play. I think he's going to be all right.
Looks like a hamstring.
Looks like he's going to walk it out. Well, let's hope it's not a hamstring, Anna. Thank you for, we got our doctor in the
I'm by far a doctor, but it's very easy when somebody's holding their leg.
All right, and Pickney takes the ball. Looks like number 25 again. He just got shaken up, and now he is back in, and he is running very violently.
He wants to push the chain. He wants some points on the board. Your whole team has to rally behind you and want that same thing. And I'm not saying they don't. They do, but you can tell some players are getting more tired than others.
Yes, and it is good. It is good to mention too. I think it's important to mention that HA has, it looks about, just looking down, about probably 30 more players than the Warhawks do on their bench. So HA definitely has more players that they can send out there than the Warhawks. So with 8:48 left in the second quarter, it is 21-0 Raiders on top. And the Warhawks have a big third down here. Pickney takes the ball, looks to throw it to his left, and it is a long pass down the field. broken up by number 37 on the play.
Chase King.
Chase King, what a great defensive play. He simply batted the ball away.
You know, I'm looking at a lot of this HA roster, and I just realized they have a lot of seniors and a lot of juniors. So last year was clearly their rebuilding year, and they're here to play. Those seniors want that state championship at the end of the year.
And they're well on their way to get it. They just got to be patient because they've got quite a few games left before that postseason.
Oh yeah.
They can't let it get too. They can't get too big.
We're in the
headed.
second week.
game. All right, the HA takes the punt. Little shake, a little shake and bake move by Will Wells there to get it to the 45-yard line. It looks like. All right, Caden Mitchell in shotgun. Hands it off to Jeb Daughtry for another 15 yards. Good 15-yard pickup for Jeb Daughtry. This looks to be another Jeb Daughtry drive here. And that's going to be good for a HA Raider first down.
Jeb Daughtry is one of those seniors I was just talking about. He's hungry. He wants it.
He needs a cheeseburger. He's hungry. Yes, and Caden Mitchell looks to do an option. It just wasn't there. That was a good job by the Warhawks to read the option play that time. It looked like Caden Mitchell wanted to option there, wanted to pitch it, but it just wasn't exactly confident. But I also see that as a very smart play for Caden Mitchell. It takes some smarts to know when to pitch and when not to pitch. Caden Mitchell in the backfield in shotgun formation to flank two and another option play, and Jeb Daughtry takes it for another 15 yards down the field, and a big hit by number 11 for the Warhawks. And the HA Raiders face a third down. They haven't faced a lot of third downs tonight. They face a third down. All right, and Jeb Daughtry takes it around the left side, and he's got the first down and more, and he stays in bounds.
Easy peasy.
Gets down to almost the 15-yard line, and the HA Raiders are knocking on the door again, looking to score one more time in this second quarter.
If I'm the Raiders, I'm running the clock down, trying to get to halftime. You're up 21-0. Get this touchdown, and then slow it down. Like you said, you want to keep your guys healthy through the rest of the season.
That's exactly right. And Caden Mitchell takes the snap. He
flag on the
play action, and he was looking to his favorite receiver, Will Wells, again.
Good thing
but
there was a flag.
Is a flag on the play. False start on the Raiders, which will push them back 5 yards, and it will still be first down. I mean, I like the play action play, but honestly, Jeb Daughtry's done a great job of running the ball on this drive. I don't know if I wouldn't just give him the ball again.
Just be careful the Warhawks don't catch on to that.
All right, and Caden Mitchell fakes it again, gets it out to the flat, number 22.
21, Will Pitchford.
Will Pitchford on the play. Will Pitchford gets a nice gain on the play to the 10-yard line. It's going to be second down, and looks about almost 5. And we have a timeout on the field.
It's a good time for the Warhawks to adjust. 6 minutes left. You got to get some points on the board.
Yes, 6 minutes and 11 seconds left in the second quarter. It is 21-0. The HA Raiders are knocking on the door, and they are giving it to number 36, Jeb Daughtry with the touchdown. A little bit of trickery for the HA Raiders as they put it in the end zone. 4-6. And looking for 7. We look for Lucius Renshaw to be perfect on the season with the PATs. This Raider offense has gotten off to a great start tonight, and the Raider defense has still to give up a touchdown or field goal this whole entire season. And Lucius Renshaw keeps it perfect for the season, and it is 27-0, or 28-0 with 5:55 left in the second quarter. This is Scenic Sports with the HA Raiders beating the Warhawks 28-0. The Warhawks take the ball from the kickoff and get it down to about the 20-yard line. And the Warhawks look to score here in the second quarter. Going into halftime, it would be great if they were to put some points on the board. Anna,
number 4.
What?
24 that caught that.
Anna, what would you do if you're the coach here? How would you analyze this situation?
Which coach?
I'm sorry, the Warhawks.
Well, you got to get points on the board. But
what do you tell your guys?
Don't give up. You cannot give up. You have a whole second half that you can so come back from.
That's right. This game is not over, right?
It is by far not over. You got 5 minutes left. Get it down. Defense.
Warhawks, great run now to down a 5-yard run down to the 25-yard line that time.
And then at halftime, you have to have a talk with them. How hungry are you? How much do you want it? How far do you want to go? But not just at halftime. You have to take that mentality and grow your players every practice, every time you're with them. It's all about the team chemistry, and HA has a ton of team chemistry. It is very visible on the field. One of the coaches for the Warhawks said that this is a rebuilding season for them, and you can see that. You can see that it's a rebuilding.
That's exactly right. And just looking down right here on the HA sideline here, and check it out, Anna, over here. We've got our star quarterback, Caden Mitchell, hanging out with Will Wells, his favorite receiver over here. I mean, that's the type of chemistry that Anna's talking about. You want to know that your favorite receiver and your quarterback need to know each other about as well as anybody.
You got to hang out with them outside of football. You've got to know. It's got to be your best friend.
That's exactly right.
Because that chemistry will turn out on the field.
That's exactly right.
You know you have someone you can trust. You know you have someone you can get the ball to and that will deliver, not just get the ball.
Yep. And this is a tight senior class, it looks like, for the HA Raiders, and that's just leadership. And leadership
this is the first season for that HA coach, and I mean, this team looks like he's coached them for
years. Yes, he's done a great job stepping in. The HA head coach, we've talked about him a couple of times tonight. Head coach Eddie Brundage has done a phenomenal job tonight. We need to give shout out to assistant coach Jack Wiggum, the other assistant coach Don Jacobs. We got the next assistant coach AJ Howard, assistant coach Kevin Jackson, and assistant coach Ken Jackson. all doing a fine.
Oh, you got Pinckney?
Oh, all right. Pinckney hits a lane, and he's got grass in front of him.
That's exactly what the Warhawks needed.
And the Warhawks are now down to their own 25-yard line. And look at here, the Warhawks have come alive right here at the end of the second quarter with 3:55 left to go. The Warhawks now knocking on the door at the 25-yard line.
They need to keep the momentum up. They got just a few more yards to go to get a touchdown, or at least a field goal. Get some points on them.
The last time that the Warhawks were in a position to score, we saw a turnover. So look for HA to turn the ball, to try to get the ball back. And the Warhawks are.
HA said no, not today.
The Warhawks run the ball down to about the 4-yard line. Looks like we do have an injury on the play. Number 58 is down on the play for the HA Raiders. Number 58 looks like Logan Booth. Logan Booth is a big contributor on this HA Raider football team. And we will step away for this injury timeout. This is Scenic Sports Network.
Your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
We're back here at Northcutt Field. Logan Booth was just helped off the field by a couple of coaches, but he looks to be all right. And we will be praying for him for a fast recovery. And looks like Pinckney now gets stopped by number 20 for the HA Raiders on the tackle.
Irvine Reynolds. He's a 10th grader. We got 2 more years with him.
Irvine Reynolds, very good. Yeah, going ahead and getting some of the younger kids out here, some experience on the field. I thought I saw some new faces on the defensive side of the ball. Looks like they're sprinkling in some of those younger guys. And
that's smart. That's how you build. You're up 28-0 in the first quarter.
That's right. It looks like
there's a flag.
There's a flag on the play. Looks like the Warhawks. It's going to be on the Warhawks. It's going to be a flag before the play, so it's going to be a false start on the Warhawks. But you're exactly right, Anna. That means that the coach of the Raiders understands football. And you have a lot of times you hear, just like we were kind of alluding to, rebuilding years. Well, you don't have to have a rebuilding year.
Oh, absolutely not. You can do it during the season.
As much as I don't like this man, Nick Saban never has a rebuilding year because he
sprinkles. Did we really have to bring him up?
No, we didn't, but we did. He sprinkles players in throughout the season whenever he's playing teams that aren't as good as them. And so he sprinkles them in so they're ready to play when they become juniors.
On offense and defense, I think it's very important you do it on all sides of the ball. I mean, you're up. You have to have enough, as a head coach, you have to have enough faith in your defense that they won't give up any points. That's what you spend that's why you do 2-a-days in summer with the whole team.
That's exactly right.
And you having faith, and the head coach having faith in their players, it goes a long way. The players know that you trust them, and that respect goes a long way.
Oh, and the Warhawks aren't able to get the ball to number 5, and looks like number 5 is down. He's able to get up.
Good sportsmanship.
That's great sportsmanship by number 20, Irvine Reynolds, to get number 5 up. We love to see that sportsmanship here in Dothan. And how about that? The HA Raiders stop the Warhawks from getting in the end zone, and they will still not let any of their opponents score any points so far this season. That was a great stop by the HA Raider defense. And now it looks like a flag on the play, and it's going to either be delay of game or false start, looks like. Or maybe too many men on the field. All right. That's going to be on the Warhawks, so that'll give the HA Raiders an extra 5 yards they probably didn't need.
At halftime, the Warhawks head coach has got to get their penalties under wrap. They've got to. That's killing them in this game.
That is killing them. That is putting them behind the sticks pretty far. And looks like Jeb Daughtry is getting back to what he does best and running violently through the hole of the Warhawks defense. All right, Caden Mitchell takes the snap, gives it to Jeb Daughtry. Jeb Daughtry runs to about the 45-yard line. He's running hard tonight.
You know, I would say Jeb Daughtry's been a star player of this game, but really it's all of the HA guys, offense and defense. You know, some teams, like for the Warhawks, you have Pinckney, who's kind of put the team on his back and ran with it. You can tell that the head coach of the Raiders did not want that. He wanted every player developed and developed well.
That's exactly right. All right, Caden Mitchell in the backfield. Shotgun flanked out to the right is Jeb Daughtry. Takes the ball, rolls out to his right. Then he's got Will Wells, his favorite receiver, down the field for a Raider touchdown. Raider touchdown for Will Wells. That's his 3rd touchdown of the night, I believe. And he goes for about another 50 yards. So we're talking at least 100 yards for Will Wells tonight in receiving yards, and Caden Mitchell is lighting it up at the quarterback position. He's got way more than 100 yards on the passing yards, and it is not even halftime yet, ladies and gentlemen. It is 40 seconds to go, and the HA Raiders look to go up 35-0, and they do. The point after attempt is good.
Lucas Renshaw. No, yes, that was Lucas Renshaw.
Lucius, yes.
Lucius.
Wow. And that's exactly how you draw it up. We talked about it earlier. The quarterback and the wide receiver were both on the sideline, talking it out, looking at what they wanted to do next. And apparently they were talking about scoring another touchdown together. The only thing that has gone not so great for the Raiders tonight is we look down and we see Logan Booth now is he's still with us right now, but it looks like he's not going to be able to join us for the second half.
We wish him well. Hope he gets better and back to finish out his senior year.
That's right. I know he's one of the leaders on the team as well, and we know just because watching this team that doesn't mean that he's going to stop leading. He will lead from wherever he's at. And the Warhawks may take it to the 28-yard line with 31 seconds left in this half. All right, 31 seconds. The Warhawks are down 35-0. Is this a Hail Mary play, Anna?
Why not? What do you have to lose at this point? You just got to get through to halftime and then regroup. Get these penalties under control for the second quarter.
That's right.
Get your guys some rest, get them hydrated.
Looks like Pinckney's in the up. All right, and looks like the Warriors are now had a receiver to the far right.
It was wide open.
That was wide open, and looks like Pinckney didn't see him over there. Now it looks like they're going to run this clock out to the half, which I feel like is pretty smart, seeing as though the Warhawks are pretty gassed right now going into the half, and maybe they can get some rest, and we can see. We'll see what they have in store for the second half. But this HA Raiders offense and defense has done the job tonight in the first half.
Very impressed by HA.
Very well said, Anna. And we will see you on the other side. It is 35-0. Raiders up.
your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
Lewis Smith Supply is dedicated to offering a vast collection of fixtures, faucets, and accessories for your kitchen and bath. Make your dreams a reality. Step into the area's only Kohler Premier Showroom or see Delta's Brizo collection for the latest trends in kitchen and bathroom designs. Lewis Smith Supply offers an extensive line of plumbing supplies for contractors or do-it-yourselfers. For more inspiration, come visit one of our showrooms in Dothan or Enterprise.
Welcome to Briars Warren Drug Company, your hometown pharmacy in downtown Enterprise. If you haven't visited lately, please do. You'll see some old friends and meet some new friends too. We know you're busy and we can help by getting you in and out in no time at all. If you need a vaccination, you can get it done right here in the pharmacy. We're here to help you in any way we can because that's what good neighbors do. Briars Warren Drug Company in downtown Enterprise. You can count on us.
At Badcock Home Furniture and More, we're working hard this Labor Day to bring you big savings. So this year, everything's on sale. Right now, save an extra 15% on your entire purchase. Hurry in for huge deals on in-stock premium reclining sofas and matching recliners. Plus, save up to $1,700 on leather sectionals. Don't miss Labor Day savings that work for you, only at Badcock Home Furniture and More. Just right.
How does the bank make you feel at home?
It's actually looking forward to going inside a bank again, where there's a unique feeling of hospitality that's hard to find today, anywhere. It's where they know my name and they know what I need. It's just different than any other bank. Oh, and they even know my favorite kind of cookie.
Yep, that's how.
Personal attention and unexpected hospitality from River Bank and Trust. Experience it.
This guy's on the full band, black shirt on the green.
your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
How does the bank make you feel at home?
It's actually looking forward to going inside a bank again, where there's a unique feeling of hospitality that's hard to find today, anywhere. It's where they know my name and they know what I need. It's just different than any other bank. Oh, and they even know my favorite kind of cookie.
Yep, that's how.
Personal attention and unexpected hospitality from River Bank and Trust. Experience it.
Lewis Smith Supply is dedicated to offering a vast collection of fixtures, faucets, and accessories for your kitchen and bath. Make your dreams a reality. Step into the area's only Kohler Premier showroom or see Delta's Brizo collection for the latest trends in kitchen and bathroom designs. Lewis Smith Supply offers an extensive line of plumbing supplies for contractors or do-it-yourselfers. For more inspiration, come visit one of our showrooms in Dothan or Enterprise.
Your family's health is vitally important to all of us here at Center Drugs and Enterprise in Daleville.
We provide personal service and answers to your questions because you're our neighbors.
It's so easy to become overwhelmed by what you read, see, or hear, and that's why Center Drugs is here to make things clear for you
and to make things as easy as possible. So give us a call or come by and see us
at Center Drugs in Enterprise or in Daleville.
At Badcock Home Furniture and More, we're working hard this Labor Day to bring you big savings. So this year, everything's on sale. Right now, save an extra 15% on your entire purchase. Hurry in for huge deals on in-stock premium reclining sofas and matching recliners. Plus, save up to $1,700 on leather sectionals. Don't miss Labor Day savings that work for you, only at Badcock Home Furniture and More. Just right.
At Enterprise Paint and Industrial, we carry a full line of Benjamin Moore paints, along with automotive paints and accessories by Sherwin-Williams and Pro Spray. You will find a great selection of power tools by Makita and many name brand air tools, accessories, woodworking equipment, and hardware. We are your factory authorized service center and full line repair shop for your electrical and air tools. Newly remodeled, locally owned and operated, Enterprise Paint and Industrial, more than a paint store.
Coming to you live with the second half of the HA Raider Warhawk football game. It is, can I just tell you how nice it is to have Friday night football back. Actually, just football in general. Am I right, Anna? Is this not your favorite time of the year?
It is. Cooler weather, good sports.
As the girls call it, sweater weather.
It's not quite sweater weather yet. If you're wearing a sweater,
you're sweating.
I mean, we still in the 80s over here, okay?
If you're wearing a sweater, you're sweating.
90s in the daytime.
All right. Well, we're going to try it again.
Let's hope the Warhawks took that break they needed. They can push through this second quarter and get some points on the board.
And if they do, we've alluded to it all night. If they were able to get points on the board in this half, then they will be the only team that has done it this year.
2 games in. Well, this is the second game. It'd be great if HA held all of it.
Looks like a kind of an onside kick situation here, and the HA Raiders are able to fall on it.
Number 28. Brady Wiggum.
Yeah, Brady Wiggum. Good catch there, Brady Wiggum.
11th grader, so we still got him one more year.
Yeah, and so if he wouldn't have caught that ball, that would have been a pretty it's a pretty aggressive decision already, but with nothing to lose, the Warhawks tried an onside kick situation with 35 being down by 35 points.
They do look a little more rested.
That's good. Caden Mitchell now in the shotgun, and he's got Jeb Daughtry behind him. He hands it off to Jeb Daughtry, and the Warhawks, look at the Warhawks, stopped the Raiders on their first play of that drive.
If I'm HA Raiders, I'm just trying to keep that 0 on the board, and I'm trying to get to the end of the fourth quarter. If I'm the Warhawks, I am pushing, giving my all, doing everything I can to keep my players alive in the game.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Just to give you a little bit of a sneak peek of what I would say if I was in the locker room and I was the coach of the Warhawks is, guys, keep your head up. Yes, we're down 35. The game's not over. I just want to see you. Oh, and it looks like there's a fumble on the pitch on the option play. Caden Mitchell tried to pitch it to Jeb Daughtry, and Caden Mitchell says, that's on me. But, like I said, it is not over. This game is not over, and I want to see you guys come out here and fight. We didn't win the first half, but let's try to win the second half. And that's exactly what I would say. So,
can't give up. So there's only one game in a how many game season?
That's right, one game, and I'm sure they have at least 10 more to go. And you just want to see some fight from your players out there, and that's what that coach is looking for. Caden Mitchell in the shotgun, flanked out to the right is Jeb Daughtry. He goes down the middle, looking for his favorite receiver, Will Wells. And sometimes, as good as Caden Mitchell is, he can get locked on his favorite receiver, Will Wells, and he doesn't really make his read to other players on the field. There were a couple of wide open receivers to his right and left.
But it does look like the Warhawks defense made a little adjustments during halftime, which is good. They needed to.
That's right, and the Warhawks stopped the Raiders on their first possession of the second half, and the Raiders are punting to the Warhawks now, and they punt the ball. Lucius punts the ball, takes the ball, punts it to the, great roll for the Raiders, almost to the 20-yard line, and that's where the Warhawks will
22-yard line.
Will set up and see if they can get their offense going. That was a great stand by the Warhawks defense. Now let's see if the Warhawks offense can come out and give us some of that same energy on the offensive side of the ball.
You know, I really got to give a shout out to the HA band and the HA cheerleaders and dance team. They did a phenomenal halftime show. That student section is pretty lit down there. They got their own speaker jamming out. That goes a long way for the teammates.
A lot of school spirit from our HA Raiders, and all right, Pickney takes the snap, gives it to number 10, his running back, for maybe 1 to 2 yards there.
Number 10 is going to be Montez Hale.
Montez Hale on that carry. And honestly, just kind of looking at the Warhawks offense to summarize exactly what they've done is really the key player on the offensive side of the ball for the Warhawks is Pickney. He's done a great job with the quarterback draw. That's pretty much their bread and butter so far, is get the quarterback the ball and get him around the edge or in the middle, and he hands it off to number 10, Montez. Oh my goodness! And he's met by the HA Raider number 22. He's met by number 22 for the HA Raiders, which is Andrew Gill. Andrew Gill, what a great stop for Andrew Gill. Looks like that's going to be, that penalty on the Warhawks is going to be declined, which makes the down third down. So this is a third down and long for the Warhawks. Not exactly how they wanted to start this drive, going third and long, but look for Pickney to see if he can find one of his receivers on the outside in this play. Pickney's in the shotgun, and he looks to fake it, and Pickney goes around the corner and does not get anywhere and is thrown down by Andrew Gill again. Well, that's 2 straight stops for Andrew Gill. He was able to bring the running back down on the first play before that, and then was able to bring Pickney down, which is not easy to do. That's a big guy.
Andrew Gill is only a sophomore.
Wow. So we continue to see.
He's going to grow. He's going to be explosive the next 2 years for sure, if not the rest of the season.
We continue to see the coaches doing a good job of sprinkling in some of these underclassmen, getting them involved in this game and getting them some experience in game time situations. All right, and the punt. And Will Wells picks up, he does not pick up the punt. Looks like they're going to set up shop about the 48-yard line, 49-yard line, and the Raiders will have the ball with great field position, looking to go up and put more on the board with 9:08 left in the third quarter.
Wells really wanted that ball. You could see it all over his body posture. He wanted to run it back in for a touchdown.
That would have been his fourth touchdown of the night. I'm sure he would love to see that number 4 on the board, but all right. Now Caden Mitchell back into shotgun. He's got Jeb Daughtry behind him. Let's see what they do here at the 50-yard line. Caden Mitchell gets the ball and hands it off to Jeb Daughtry. Jeb Daughtry hits it to the middle, and number 25. Number 25, we don't have his name because the roster doesn't have it, but number 25 did a great job shooting through the hole and tackling number 36, Jeb Daughtry.
I'm glad to see number 25 walked his leg injury off earlier.
Yes.
He's been a good key player for the Warhawks this game.
He has. He's been we've seen him on the offensive side of the ball, running back, and also on the defensive side of the ball now. Some of these smaller schools have to play both offense and defense, which wears the team out even more. And Caden Mitchell goes deep. He's got number 28. Number 28 goes into the end zone for the touchdown. Touchdown Raiders. Number 28, Brady Wiggum, for the touchdown. That's a new receiver for Caden Mitchell to connect with. We were just talking about he needs to spread it around, not look for Will Wells as much, and he did that. He was able to get a post route to Brady Wiggum for the touchdown, and Caden Mitchell is having himself a night.
Brady Wiggum is a junior, so we still have him for another year. It's crazy to me how well HA is building their players.
It is a night and day difference from what the HA Raiders that we saw last year and the year before that. It's just exciting to see this HA team and what they're looking like in the beginning of this year. All right, with 8:17 left in this third quarter, it is 42-0. The Raiders are up big. It is Scenic Sports Network. We have the Houston Academy Raiders up 42-0 against the Daleville Warhawks. The Warhawks take the ball at approximately the 3-yard line, takes it up to about the 15-yard line before he is met by
that defense, that HA defense
of Raiders. And number 25 for the Warhawks is playing tough tonight. I would say he is a tough kid. He is getting slammed out there on both sides of the ball, to be honest. All right, the Warhawk offense sets up at the 15-yard line. We're seeing some fairly new players on the defensive side of the ball now.
Your players need to rest. You're up 42-0. You let them rest. They have a long season ahead of them.
All right, Pickney's in the backfield in the shotgun formation. Flanked out to the right is number 10. He gives the ball to number 10, and he is leveled by number 64.
Jacob Jackson, a 10th grader.
Jacob Jackson, which is one of the new players that we said that was going to be put in the game there. Number 64 getting some action, and as soon as he gets in, he is making an impact on the field. It is evident that they're taking out some of our upperclassmen now and bringing in some of the newer guys. And a little confusion on the defensive side of the ball. Looks like we All right. Well, nothing happened. So
Would have been a good time for the Warhawks to capitalize.
yeah, still looks like there's a little confusion out there for the Raiders because they're trying to get some of these new guys in, and a lot of times what happens is they know when to go out on the field, and they're usually on the field. They don't know how to come off the field. All right, and the Warhawks and Pickney takes the ball, and he's looking to go deep. He goes deep. He finds number 27, takes the ball all the way down the field to the
flag on the field
15-yard line, and there is a flag on the field, and that was an interception by, number 37.
That's what I was like, huh?
All right, number 37. Chase King, and I believe, if you would tell me, Anna, what is his?
Chase King is an 11th grader.
He is an 11th grader, and just from the looks of it, they were extremely excited that he was able to get that. So I don't think he's part of the first team offense. I believe he's maybe a part of the second team offense, second team defense. You can tell that it's getting late here. And with 6:39 left in the third quarter, the HA Raiders now on the 10-yard line, knocking on the door once again. Let's see if the Raiders can punch this one in. 42-0, Jeb Daughtry gets the handoff, and the Warhawks meet him and hold him to no gain.
That brings us to second down.
Jeb Daughtry's coming out of the game now. The number 20 for the Raiders. We haven't seen him at running back tonight.
That's Irvain.
Irvain Reynolds at running back. Now we see another HA Raider coming off, and it's very obvious they want to get some of these younger players an opportunity.
Smart move. I mean, what do you have to lose? You're up 42-0.
Caden Mitchell receives the snap, gives it to Irvain Reynolds. He runs up to about the 4-yard line. That is going to be 3rd and goal, I believe. All right, my math is right. It is 3rd and goal, and it looks like we're going to have a timeout on the field with 5:48 left in the third quarter. It is 42-0. 3rd and goal. We will see Caden Mitchell in the shotgun formation, and we have a
laundry
flag
on the field.
That's right. We have laundry on the field, and it is yellow, and it is bad for the Raiders because that is a false start, and that will
that
knock
happens
them
with
back.
some of these new players.
That's right.
But it's good to work the kinks out now.
Yep, that's good practice. Game time situation is the best practice that you can have for younger
Especially
players.
at home, you have this big crowd here. Let the nerves
back
settle
to
out.
Irvain Reynolds, number 20, goes down now to the 4-yard line, so back to where they started. Now we're looking at 4th and goal, and we will see Lucius Renshaw come out to kick his, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, his first field goal of the year. So Lucius Renshaw now. This will be about 13-yard field goal for Lucius Renshaw. And this will put the Raiders up 45-0 if he can knock it through. That is going to be offsides. We have an offsides by the Warhawks, and it looks like the Raiders are looking to decline that penalty. Looked like the Warhawks were just ready to they were very eager to get off the line and block the kick. So the HA Raiders decide to decline the penalty, but it does look like the Raiders still moved up a couple of inches. And now
Confusion on the field on both sides.
A little bit of confusion. It went from a 13-yard field goal to now a 10-yard field goal. Not sure exactly how that happens, but we are here, and this is happening. So Lucius Renshaw takes the kick, and the kick is good. And the HA Raiders now up 45-0 against the Daleville Warhawks. And there is 4:46 left in the third quarter. I will say that was close. The offensive line did a good job of holding the Warhawks back, but the Warhawks were very close to blocking that kick. We've talked about it time and time again. This HA Raider faithful tonight has really come out and done the job. The student section's done a great job. They've been hyped, and the rest of the HA faithful has done a good job cheering tonight. It'll be interesting to see what happens when HA's tested. They'll be going on the road next week. And it'll be interesting to see exactly how the HA Raiders do on the road. They've had 2 home games thus far. It's a very different game when it's not home field advantage.
You've got to be very disciplined. Your players have got to be very disciplined. Your coaches have got to be disciplined. And you just got to play football. You got to play good football and stick to the basics and know and have trust in your coaches, if I'm a player, that they're calling the right plays that need to be done. And vice versa, knowing that if I'm a coach, knowing that even though we're on the road, it is a lot harder. You're not at home. You don't have the whole city coming out to support you, but you get it done. You get points on the board.
That's exactly right. I don't think that Houston Academy will have any problems getting points on the board, seeing as though they have scored 40-something points on both of their games so far. So the offense has done a great job. The defense has held both of the opponents that they've played to 0 points so far. Now we're seeing the second-string defense in for the Raiders, getting them some opportunities to come out and get some game time play. And it does look, just looking at this right now, the HA Raiders will face Ashford coming up, and that will be...
That's not too far of a drive. They're not on their home field, but they're close enough that the crowd will still go to them.
And looks like the next week they look to come back home for a region matchup with New Brockton. And Pinckney takes the snap with another quarterback draw almost to the 30-yard line. And then they will go on the road to Abbeville the next week. They will come back home to face Strawn. They will go, well, we won't say it's an away game, but they will go play Northside Methodist Academy at Ripu Stadium at that beautiful new turf they have over there, which is very different than grass that we have here.
That will be an interesting game because, just like you said, it is turf, it is not grass, and there is a very difference when you're running on turf versus grass.
And a very dangerous pass by Pinckney there, and you're exactly right, Anna. You have to really you have to condition for a turf field because there can be a lot of injuries when you're going from grass to turf.
That's right.
Then after that, the HA Raiders will face Opp, and that will be away. That will be a big test for the HA Raiders going into the last part of the season. We will face Providence. And last but not least, there will be an away game against Pike County, which will also be a test at the end of the season. So things are looking really good right now for the HA Raiders. Looking at the schedule moving forward, how do you feel like that they will do?
As long as they stay disciplined, as long as they stay focused, Opp is going to be a tough one.
any away game is tough.
Yeah, I agree. Opp is going to be tough, and Pike County is going to be tough. Strong may be tough at home. Just got to keep your head up and
keep your eyes on that championship. That's what you want. You want a winning season. The coaches want that. It's very obvious. They're disciplined. As long as they continue to practice, they'll be good.
All right, we'll take a timeout here. This is Scenic Sports Network. HA has brought in a new quarterback, number 5, it looks like, for the HA Raiders.
That is Judson Bailey, 9th grade.
Oh, and Irvain Reynolds takes it to the 50-yard line for almost a 20-yard pickup that time. And number 5, you said, was
Judson Bailey.
Judson Bailey. This is the first time we've seen him at quarterback tonight, and it will be interesting to see what he's got moving forward, since he's the second string.
He has Caden Mitchell, number 2, ahead of him. Caden Mitchell is only a 10th grader. He has a really solid guy to look up to learn from, because number 2 has been very.
Irvain Reynolds takes it up the middle, takes it around the edge, gets another 20 yards. Irvain Reynolds is doing a great job of coming in the second string offense and really making some big plays. And now Irvain Reynolds comes out and subs in number 23. It's funny, you can tell that the second string offense is out there, because all I see is deer in headlights looks from the to the sideline. They are not used to this. All right, and shotgun, flank to the right and the left, giving it to number 4. Number 4 takes the ball and runs for about 5 yards. And number 4 for HA. Riggs Hickey. Like to get some of these names out, since they don't get too much playing time in the game. We want to make sure we give a shout out to these players. Riggs Hickey on that run there, and back to the same exact formation for the Raiders, and give it off to number 4, Hickey again, over to the left, and big number 74 wraps him up this time for the Warhawks. Good tackle on the play. Irvain Reynolds comes back into the game. At this time, we would like to tell you guys about the Scenic Sports Network YouTube channel. Come on out and go to youtube.com and type in Scenic Sports Network, and you can see some of the great games.
You don't have to come out to the football field, though. You can do that at your house.
That's exactly right. Thank you.
I got to keep them in check sometimes.
But yeah, so you can see some of the games that, let's just say, some of the Dothan High Northview games from the past. You can see some of the past HA football games, baseball games, basketball games, a little bit of everything, sports. And if you're not a sports person, you can also see bands. You can see bands play as well. So make sure that you go to youtube.com and search Scenic Sports Network and find us on YouTube. Like us, subscribe to us, and you will see some of the best sports.
That's the end of the third quarter.
That is the end of the third quarter with
45-0. Hopefully they can keep that 0 on the board.
your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.
At Badcock Home Furniture and More, we're working hard this Labor Day to bring you big savings. So this year, everything's on sale. Right now, save an extra 15% on your entire purchase. Hurry in for huge deals on in-stock premium reclining sofas and matching recliners. Plus, save up to $1,700 on leather sectionals. Don't miss Labor Day savings that work for you, only at Badcock Home Furniture and More. Just right.
Welcome to Briars Warren Drug Company, your hometown pharmacy in downtown Enterprise. If you haven't visited lately, please do. You'll see some old friends and meet some new friends too. We know you're busy and we can help by getting you in and out in no time at all. If you need a vaccination, you can get it done right here in the pharmacy. We're here to help you in any way we can because that's what good neighbors do. Briars Warren Drug Company in downtown Enterprise. You can count on us.
How does the bank make you feel at home?
It's actually looking forward to going inside a bank again, where there's a unique feeling of hospitality that's hard to find today, anywhere. It's where they know my name and they know what I need. It's just different than any other bank. Oh, and they even know my favorite kind of cookie.
Yep, that's how.
Personal attention and unexpected hospitality from River Bank and Trust. Experience it.
Lewis Smith Supply is dedicated to offering a vast collection of fixtures, faucets, and accessories for your kitchen and bath. Make your dreams a reality. Step into the area's only Kohler Premier Showroom or see Delta's Brizo collection for the latest trends in kitchen and bathroom designs. Lewis Smith Supply offers an extensive line of plumbing supplies for contractors or do-it-yourselfers. For more inspiration, come visit one of our showrooms in Dothan or Enterprise.
And we're back here at Northcutt Field where HA still has the ball. And we have a new quarterback that we've been talking about. Bailey Judson. And he hands it off to
Nobody.
To number 23 for no gain, a loss of a couple of yards. Warhawks did a good job on that play to get in the backfield and stop the HA running back. Had some news in the college football world today. Auburn lost their athletic director.
Can we talk
Mr.
about what
Green.
Auburn do? What Auburn is doing? I can't even talk.
Well, that's
I don't know
kind
that
of
they
what
know
they're
what they're
doing. They
doing.
don't know how to talk, and they
Alan
don't
Green
know.
is a solid dude.
He is, and he did a good job for Auburn when he was there, and now he's not there anymore. So, looking forward to the college football season. Anna, what is your outlook on the college football season? If you could give your prediction of who is going to be in the championship game this year.
It's going to be Alabama and Georgia again. I think so. I'm an SEC girl. You know this. I love football, but I love SEC football. In my opinion, we're the toughest conference. And
to some people, we're the only conference.
You're right. But I'm aware that there's other conferences.
Great run by Irving Reynolds for a couple of yards, and looks like we've got he's going to shake it off.
I just don't see anyone else coming out as strong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm shocked. I know I cannot be the only one tired of seeing Alabama and Georgia every single year in the playoffs.
Texas A&M, it's going to be interesting to see what they do. I don't think this is their year for a championship, unfortunately. I think they've got another year. They need to, the new people, this 5-star recruiting class they got this year, they need to get those players on the field, get them acclimated to college football, because it is very different than high school football. And I don't think this is a championship year for them. I think they have a year or two just to get everybody's feet in the ground. I'm an Auburn girl. I don't even want to talk about Auburn, though. If I'm being honest, I hope for the best, but we'll see what Brian Harsin has. Nick Saban is a great coach, as much as I don't like him. I don't know him as a person, but he's a great coach. I'm just an Auburn girl, like I said. And we'll see what happens with Alabama. He's getting older. We'll see how much longer he has left, but Kirby Smart is coming on up. And then you have Texas. We'll see what Texas does. I know they're not in the SEC yet, but they're coming on into the SEC. Is it next year or 2025?
Yeah, I should say either the next year or 2025. I can't remember.
Steve Sarkisian is doing some big things. We'll see if I thought he was going to be Nick Saban's successor along with everyone else did, but clearly that's not it.
Well, you said Texas A&M and Alabama in the same sentence, so now you've struck up a conversation about the whole Nick Saban, Jimbo Fisher situation in the offseason, and I don't know. Who do you think is going to come out winning that game on October the 8th?
I only think Alabama because it's in Tuscaloosa. If it was in Texas A&M, it would be another loss for Alabama like it was last year. Unfortunately, playing in Bryant-Denny is, I don't know, obviously I'm not a football player, but it's a home game for Alabama. You're walking into a lion's den. I'm not going to say it's not doable, because it absolutely is, but
we can call it what it is. It's an elephant sanctuary, not necessarily a lion's den. Sure.
Texas A&M, again, they have a lot of new players, and they were the first in recruiting class, but it's the first year of college. We'll see what Jimbo Fisher did in the offseason and training. Great defense by the HA Raiders. Number 50, number 68 coming through with a great tackle there.
That is Sean Green.
And the Warhawks, I got to give it to them. They have not given up. They keep fighting. I like the fight that I'm seeing out of the Warhawks. Pinckney still their bread and butter. Still the only play that's necessarily working for the Warhawks is still that quarterback draw. All right, with 6:13 left to go in the game, it is 45-0. All right, and the Warhawks take the ball, and Pinckney goes around the left side for a Warhawk first down. Probably one of the biggest running plays of this second half. We've seen Pinckney do a really good job tonight, doing it with he's getting it done with his legs, Santa.
The Warhawks have got to have other players step up. It cannot be number 4 Pinckney the whole time. Number 10 has been good. Number 25 has been good. But those 3 players cannot win a game on their own, much less a season. But it's only the second week. They've got time to grow. They've got time to get better, come back.
It's a good run by number 25 for the Warhawks for a good 6 yards. All right, and I got to hear it. This is the fourth quarter with 4:57 left in the game. Who are your key players of this game on both sides?
For HA, it definitely is number 2, Caden Mitchell. He's a 10th grader. He's a solid dude. Playing at, we've seen him some at quarterback. We've seen him some mostly at quarterback this game. And then number 10, Will Wells. He's a senior this year. You can tell those two have good chemistry on and off the field, like we said earlier. And you got to have that with a quarterback. You got to have that. Another one is we cannot forget Lucius. He's been good. Number 19. Yep. Lucius Renshaw. He is the kicker. He hasn't missed one yet.
That's right. He hasn't missed a point after attempt yet, and then he also kicked his first field goal ever in football and made it.
You're right. I can't not say anything about the HA defense though. The defense has been solid, and I don't have just a single player on defense. That whole defensive line has stopped the Warhawks. They have not let them pretty much do anything all night. My key players for the Warhawks are going to be number 4, Pinckney, number 25, and number 10. Like I said just a few minutes ago, those are the 3 key players on their offense. Their defense needs a lot of work, but it's the second game of the season. There is time to be redeemed throughout the season, and only get better through the season. You cannot let this game get you down and think your whole season's over. It's the second game of the year.
That's right. Very good analysis on your key players. I would have to say the key player for me in this game would be it's a toss-up. It's either Caden Mitchell or Will Wells.
They go hand in hand together.
They are elusive. I mean, Caden Mitchell can get it done with his legs if you need him to. He didn't have to tonight. I thought that was smart game plan for the coach to make sure that he didn't get hurt in this game tonight, running the football. But he did a great job of throwing the ball tonight. And man, when he needed it, he got it to his best friend Will Wells, and Will Wells knew what to do with it and put it in the end zone.
It's also all about knowing your competition, and I think I've got to give it to the HA coaches. It's clear that they've studied film on the Warhawks. They know their every move.
And if you see here, Pinckney rolls out to the right here and gets it to number 44 for another 5 yards or so. And the Warhawks are steadily making their way down the field, and it looks like these coaches are pretty heated on the sideline, making sure that these second, third string defense knows that this is not a joke, that this is still a game, and these are real minutes in the game, and we don't take those for granted.
You want to keep them to 0. No points. That's a huge accomplishment. That's bragging rights. If it's 2 games.
Absolutely. And Pinckney now takes the ball, and he's got it. And another quarterback draw for about 6 to 7 more yards. So with 2 minutes and the clock is ticking, we will see if the Warhawks can beat the clock and get it in for a touchdown. And that would be the first score on the Raiders all year long.
Better late than never.
That is correct. Number 25 takes the handoff, goes to the left, and cuts back into the hole. And that is going to be a Warhawk first down at the 19-yard line, and we have a Warhawk player a little shaken up on the play. Looks like he's going to be all right. Oh, no, 25 again. We've seen him play a really, really tough game tonight.
He's giving it all tonight, playing on both sides of the ball. I got to give it to him. Pinckney, number 4, and number 10. Again, those 3 guys. I don't know if they're seniors or what, but they've been strong players for the Warhawks.
I got to get it up for these coaches, too. It's really hard when you look up at the scoreboard and you're down by 45 points.
They are not giving up.
Really easy to put your head down and not care about this game, but it is very obvious that they want to score here and they want to finish this game out right.
And as you should. This is a learning game.
All right, Pinckney rolls to the right. Looks like he's got his man. Interception by number 7 in the back of the end zone. By who?
Thomas Button.
Thomas Button with the interception in the back of the end zone for the HA Raiders. And I believe that's going to be all, folks. It's about 50 seconds now left in this game, and that is exactly how the Raiders now are going to defend their goose egg that they have that they have been able to receive in all of these games on the defensive side of the ball.
I gotta be honest, when you asked me to help you tonight, I was a little scared, y'all. He took me to dinner and then said, hey, while we're eating dinner, I need your help tonight. And I said, doing what? Because, you know, Gavin does a little bit of everything. And he said, I need you to call a football game with me. And I said, you want me to call a football game with you? But I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and hopefully he'll have me back soon.
Well, we have enjoyed it. We have enjoyed your presence, Santa, and thank you for coming on, helping me call this game tonight. I hope you had a good time seeing this HA Raider. I mean, this football team is no joke. They are ready to play. They came out tonight, and it was all business. It was business as usual. Came out and won this game 45-0. That is another game that they've played now this season. The second one that they have held their opponents to 0 points. Anna, what's the last thing about this game that you want to share with us tonight?
It's very clear HA has their eye on the championship, which they should. They are a solid team, both offensive, defensively, special teams. They have it all together, not only on varsity, but clearly on JV as well. I cannot wait to see the next games that they play. And I can't wait to cheer them on in the playoffs.
That's right.
They're going to make it for sure. Playing like this, oh, absolutely.
We're looking forward to next week. We'll be on the road at Ashford, and then we'll be back home to give you more football. This is Scenic Sports Network. I am Gavin Thomas, and this is Anna Thomas, my lovely wife on my right side. We will see you later. Good night.
Have a good night.
Your number one source for high school sports. You're watching the Scenic Sports Network.